Assist 33 was a loud finish for Delia. Delfino uses the Delia screen. Provitola inside to Deck, the leading scorer here at the AmeriCup. Deck falling away, got his first, took over.
And right out the gate, right? 2 offensive possessions by Argentina. You just see picking apart Campazzo, pick and roll action, and now just Deck finding the matchup and taking advantage of it.
Carzola driving on the defense of La Provitola. Rebound inside by Graterol, and then he lost control of it. A lot going to be on the shoulders of Wendy Graterol. Not only having to guard the pick and roll, as he did well there, but also score on the other end. And they're going to look for him in the post. That's just a terrible pass there by Sifonte. No spacing, no angle. Lucky to keep possession as La Provitola knocked it out of bounds.
If you're Venezuela, those passes, those careless passes there, you have to really take care early on with those, or be careful with those, because you can't afford to allow this Argentinian team to get outrun.
Graterol's long two, no good. And Campazzo will dribble in the open floor. Campazzo using the Delia screen right to the bucket. We know he could dish it out. He can score when he needs to.
That's what makes him such a threat, right? His passing ability. You can see there, as soon as he turns the corner and gets into the paint, everybody's fanning out. The defense is playing honest, and he gets to the rack.
Quick 6-0 run to start the game for Argentina. 3 on the way. Acanio, much needed.
Drive, paint touch, kicked out, and Deck got a little too deep for the help side there to close out on Acanio.
Carzola forcing Campazzo into a turnover.
Very seldom, very rare. It almost looks strange there. Carzola getting up into Campazzo and forcing that turnover.
One way for Argentina to keep Venezuela in the game is turnovers, as Meteran tees up the 3, left it short. Argentina already with 2 turnovers just minutes into this game. Deck spinning in the lane, the double comes. Delia moves it to Delfino. Deck on the return pass. Deck putting it on the deck now. Left hand scoop shot is there.
You just know right there, he felt like he was bigger, he felt like he was stronger, and Acanio just took it to his chest.
Rarely have we seen Deck go to the bounce here in this tournament. A lot of cutting, and he's been found a ton by Campazzo. That time showing you that he could create offense for himself as well. As Carzola's gonna have to create some offense on this possession. Scoop shot on the other end, couldn't get it to fall. Delia had it for a second, and I believe he touched it last. He did. That's good hustle by Carzola.
Those are gonna be the plays, right? This is how you're gonna stick in this game. Argentina not gonna outmatch them one-on-one or outclass them. Gotta be those hustle plays, gotta be those grit plays.
Argentina perfect from the field so far. Graterol on the roll. He was hammered, and he'll go to the line.
Good roll there and get to the free throw line. And Argentina's, strangely enough, is really helping off that weak side shooter, deep into the paint. So it'll be interesting to see how Venezuela continues to attack that mid pick and roll.
Venezuela shot 37% from 3-point range in the first 3 games, as Graterol misses the first free throw. Wendy captaining this team, 35 years of age, averaging 11.3 points and just under 7 rebounds. Here in Brazil, misses both free throws. He's a pretty good free throw shooter for a big, 83% coming into the game, but smoked both those. Campazzo attacking Graterol and gets fouled. He'll go to the line.
He's so quick. He knows it right now. He knows that everybody's looking for him to make a play, make a pass. Turn the corner. This is the second time we see him turn the corner and get into the rack, looking it for his own. But that's what makes him a big threat. That's what makes him a guy that's, 2-3 dimensional, is that he also has the IQ there, understands know, this team is adjusted. They're looking for him. They're forcing him to turn into a scorer, right? And really fanning out and defending the wings, and he's doing that. So at this point now, you know, he's forcing the hand of Venezuela to adjust to his play.
31 years of age, Facu Campazzo started his pro career in Argentina, of course, for Peñarol, and became a star with Real Madrid after some time in Europe, and last 2 seasons with the Denver Nuggets. Never really shoot the ball consistently from three-point range. Needs to find that a little bit. It was 30% last year in the NBA. You have to wonder how different he would become for, or attractive he would become for a team if he was able to find the touch from deep, because it feels like he could do everything else, even at his size.
He can do everything, right? And that just would make him become that much more of a threat. You know, you imagine even when he's playing off of the ball, it gives him another dimension to work with. In pick and roll actions, teams can't go under it.
Good strip there by Graterol. Arzola. Sifonte on the float. Can't get it to go, and Campazzo behind the back ahead of everybody, but that was a little too wild as Deck was not ready for it. And goes into the Argentinian bench. Martinez will check into the game for Sifonte. You mentioned Argentina playing a style that should allow a guy like Martinez, number 12 in blue, some open threes. So let's see how they guard the pick and roll now with the shooter on the floor. Veteran for 3. Gets the roll. And Carzola picks up the foul in the backcourt. That'd be Carzola's first. 13th foul now for Venezuela as we approach the halfway mark here of the first quarter. Delia fouled by Carzola again, and that's 2 quick ones. Pablo Prigioni asking for an unsportsmanlike, saying that was contact to the face. Officials not even listening to the conversation. Venezuela got to be careful here, as that is the 4th team foul. Next one will put them in a penalty. You know Argentina will be hunting that opportunity to go to the foul line every time. Flat-footed jump shot by Deck, almost got the roll. Strong rebound inside by Graterol. Martinez attacking Campazzo. Open shot for Acanio in our coffin corner, claiming another turnover.
And that's been the first call in that coffin corner in a while, right? First 2 days, it just seemed like everybody was stepping back out on that line and adjusted a bit.
There's only that corner of the 4 that seemed like no one had any clue whether they were inbounds or not.
Somebody better go over there and measure that line.
It's La Provitola dancing on Graterol. The step back, good block by Graterol. And he was doing that with already a foul. Pass too tall for the near 7-footer to handle.
You've got to execute on those plays, right? You got to capitalize. You force a turnover, great turnover there, and have your big run to the floor and ceiling. Got to get in his hands and give him a chance to get a bucket.
Deck down low, and that is the 3rd foul on Carzola here in the first quarter. And it will also send Deck to the line as Venezuela in the penalty. Boy, big minutes coming up for Luis Betancourt. Here it is, Carzola. That's just a tough situation for him, you know, giving up a ton of size on Gabriel Deck.
Deck's a strong body, and he recognizes it, right? And twice early on in this first quarter, you see his opening basket was a similar play where he just seen the matchup, got to it, and played bully ball. And here you see him again. Saw the size advantage and demanded the ball. Got it, and more importantly, gets himself a free throw line, but gets Carzola out of the game with his 3rd.
Gabby Deck, 27 years of age, 6'6", 230. He is definitely all of that. Started his career in Argentina with Quimsa, and went to San Lorenzo, got a chance with Real Madrid, and eventually with the Oklahoma City Thunder was waived this past season in January. He's back with Real Madrid, finished the season there, where he averaged 9 points and close to 5 rebounds. Very efficient for that squad, as Campasso puts it on a silver platter for Delia to lay it in.
He just makes everybody around him better, right? Delia didn't even know he had a basket coming there, just running the floor and seeing that ball pop up before him.
Betancourt uses the Graterol screen. It's Mitterrand, finds the midi. After the slow start, Venezuela doing well enough to take the score over. A foul is going to be called as Laprovitola was attacking the rim. And he'll go to the line for 2 more free throws for Argentina. Here's what you talked about. Campasso just leaving it for Delia.
Just running the floor, and Campasso even looking off, you know, onto that weak side there, and everybody's kind of has their feet stuck in cement there. It's funny because these two guards they contrast, their styles of play contrast, but they complement each other, right? Laprovitola, he's a gunner. He wants to score the ball. And then you have Campasso that puts a lot of pressure on the rim, but as well as just making plays.
Leandro Balmaro into the game for Argentina, 31 in white. Nicola Cusino also into the game, number 9 in white, now guarding the ball. Martinez comes off the handoff. Graterol tried to create some space for him. Picked up his dribble in an awkward area, needs some help. And it almost leads to a turnover. Betancourt got it off in time, got it to go! A floater from 3-point range.
And good job just being aware of the clock. Campasso just runs back and taps him on the chest and says, "Good shot, young fella."
Block inside by Graterol. That's good defense on the other end by Betancourt, staying in front. The driving Campasso. Here's the shot.
Just 1 foot and got it up there, and didn't even shoot it, but just knows get the right air under the ball, get the arc on the ball, and you give it a chance. And I say the higher up you get it, the softer it'll get off that rim, and you see it there dropping through bottom of the basket.
It's not quite the difficult floater 3 near the end of the shot clock that Luka Doncic took in Eurobasket. Of course, that great 47 points. I mean, knock it off.
You know, come to think about it, these are 40-minute games, so he's over a point per minute. And coming into it, you said it yesterday, is everybody knowing that he's the best player on the floor. The defenses are geared to him, and still, you know, got his offense off, got his game off, dipped into his bag.
A couple good defensive possessions for Venezuela as they get themselves back in this game. The thing about this team from Venezuela, they're going to fight. Backdoor cut there, and a gorgeous pass. Bolivar finding Mitterrand as he lays it in for 2 to make it a 2-point game.
Mitterrand just using the defense's aggression against them, cutting back door, smart for his 7th point.
You see why Gabby Deck is leading this AmeriCup in scoring as we take a look at that gorgeous dime by Bolivar. Gabby Deck understanding penalty here. He knew he was not going to be able to get past Bolivar that time and get a layup opportunity. He just went crashing into his body and forced the officials to blow the whistle.
Just attacked him, and he does a good job of doing it off the catch too. If you notice, anytime the ball is swung to him, he's not wasting half a second or a second. It's reading the defense shot or attacking the closeouts, which allows him to create that advantage for himself in those angles, get into the rim.
Gabby Deck, 21.7 points per game here. The AmeriCup that leads all scores coming into today. Missing free throws at the line. 1 of 2 on that trip. 3-point game. Under 2 to play in the first period. Bolivar. Kanya will tee up the 3. Can't get it to go, and Rusino plucks the rebound down. Bomaro right to the rack. Galizzi cleans it up.
See how fast they get down the court, right? You get a shot and an offensive rebound and tip in. There's still 21 seconds on the clock. So from the point of gaining possession, 3 seconds off the clock.
Chance from the Argentinian supporters here as look for a stop defensively. Tough catch by Bolivar, but couldn't cash out. Rusino moves it. The extra pass, Bomaro for three.
And again, Bomaro, great ball movement. The ball goes up the floor with the pass, and another transition basket there with, again, 1 seconds on the clock. They just move the ball so fast.
Argentinian supporters getting louder now. A foul away from the ball. You see Bomaro down, holding his left arm. Taking the extra second. Took it off the deck. You can see here, you got a hard screen from Bolivar. And again, Pablo Prigioni is arguing that should be unsportsmanlike. It's the second foul for Bomaro, or rather Bolivar. It's 21-13 your score, under a minute to play here in the third. Mendoza on the floor now for Argentina. Number 11 in white. Fast break opportunity! Martinez with the hammer! And another turnover here for Venezuela. Cifonte for three. Indeed! Quick 5 points. You blink and it's a 3-point game. Final possession now for Argentina here in this first period. Bomaro, kick ball is going to be called. We'll stay here with 4.4 on the game clock. Bomaro now trying to pick himself off the floor twice, limping away. Gives us a second to see this. Up, and away.
God, just punching down on him. You see Brasino here trading the play. Good job, verticality. Martinez just, he knew where he was going.
He's going to the penthouse.
See, you like a little high life.
Can't afford it though. It'll be an inbound for Argentina with 4.4 remaining on the game clock. Provitola delivers to Deck. Deck fakes the handoff, attacks hard, can't get it to go, and that's how we'll end the first quarter. Argentina came out hot, started the game on a 6-0 run. Venezuela battling back, showing a ton of heart. 21-18 your score after the first 10 minutes of play. Best plays for the first quarter, rather. Here they are. Scan the QR code on your screen right now. Courtside 1891 is the app that you need for streams, schedules, scores, and so much more from the FIBA AmeriCup here in Brazil. Also have Eurobasket happening and the FIBA Women's World Cup coming up from Australia in a couple of weeks. Take a look at Betancourt, number 3 in blue, who will have the extended minutes with Casola on the bench, picking up 3 fouls in that first quarter. Venezuela, oh, Betancourt with a little crossover sending Vildosa to the deck. Got a rise out of the crowd here in Recife. Gosh, that's Graterol's shot, no good. A rebound there, Acanio. And Graterol with the second try, couldn't get it to go. Ball movement finds Provitola, back to Brusino. And hands there by Graterol, who knocks it out of bounds. Line to shoot for Argentina. Vildosa for 3, can't get it to go. A flat-foot rebound by Betancourt. They want to go inside to Graterol, but that's Galizzi doing a good job of fronting the post. Sifonte, Betancourt for 3. Unable to hit that time, and La Provitola now in the front court. Galizzi sets the screen and hands to La Provitola. It's a tough pass, but a good catch there by Vildosa. Outlet for 3, can't get it to go. And Betancourt in the front court. Takes the bump, now attacking the rim. Canio down low, up fake, was blocked by Brusino. And Argentina looked to run. Vildosa will be open for 3. Sifonte with the rebound. Good pace now in this second quarter. Sifonte a little upset. Spacing wasn't there that time on that break opportunity. And Sifonte, Graterol bumping bodies, rejected by Galizzi. And then the foul there by Sifonte.
Back and forth, and both teams not getting anything out of their offensive possessions there. Sifonte just picks up this foul against La Provitola here, not allowing Argentina to get out a run. Looked like he may have banged his hand again or stubbed his hand.
It's his first foul, as you saw him there on the bench. Beteran into the game to replace him, 35 in blue. As Vildosa handling the rock with Campasso on the bench. La Provitola slithering along the baseline and caught Graterol with the foul there.
Another great attack. If you're Venezuela, you got to know when La Provitola gets the ball, you got to be up on it, right? That help has got to be there because he's looking to attack and trust that there's going to be help for the helper on the backside there. He gets a head of steam and turns that corner. He's looking at nothing else in this arena but getting the basket.
Provitola working on a 2.3 rebound night as the second free throw falls through. Here in Brazil, he has shot the ball well, three-point range and the foul line. It was 92% coming into the game from the foul line, 37 from deep, averaging 18 points per game here in the AmeriCup. Graterol with the crossover, then fading away over Galizzi. Thanking the high heavens after that made field goal. Betancourt doing a good job of attacking Vildosa and now getting into Vildosa's head as Vildosa gave him a little shove.
I think we've seen in the last 2 games, you know, guys getting tested I mean, it's easy to know why, right? You win, you stay. You lose, you know, it's time to pack it up.
Winner go home time here in the quarterfinals of the AmeriCup. Rosina puts it on the deck. Nice feed inside. Oh, what a rejection by Martinez.
Good drop down here, and Martinez just, again, helping the helper. Big steps up, he comes across Gratero's man and gets the big block there.
La Provitola for three, indeed.
Can't lose him. You know, if there's one player you can't lose, it's him.
His first three of the night. Sure, he'll take more before it's all said and done. Martinez with the rare post-up at center court, but it got him over the timeline. Now Martinez will tee up the two. That's too strong. And La Provitola turns the other way. Rowlett to the basket. Tough layup.
Just a tough finish when the defense is retreating back, you know, at your mercy. And Rowlett just Euro step over the top, protecting the basketball, elbows out, so don't want to get your face caught in there. Gets a nice finish.
7-point lead here in the second quarter, 6:31 to play. Let's listen in to the Venezuelan huddle.
Tenemos que bajar más rápido, papi. Lo están atropellando, papá. Recién nos comemos la salida esta otra vez. Vamos, tenemos que despertar, papi. Está entrenado esto. Vamos, los detalles, vamos, arriba, vamos. Uno de ataque. Recuerden, este pegue un sprint. Este pega por acá con el bloqueo del cuarto acá. Fernando, ponés el bloqueo acá en uno. ¿Dónde está? Acá en uno. Quédate espacio para tomar el tiro. Pero tenemos que bajar y defender, papi. Vamos.
Saw the foul count quickly there on the screen during that timeout. 10-1 in favor of Venezuela, but they are keeping it close. They are down 7. 6:31 to play in the first half. Fuenmayor into the game for Venezuela, 27 in blue. Casola remains on the bench with 3 fouls. Betancourt has been getting the minutes as a reserve. La Provitola with the poke away. Wanted the over and back, but officials said that he tapped it, and that allowed Venezuela to go back there and get the basketball. 3 to shoot for Betancourt. It's Graterol for 2, can't get the roll. Fuenmayor inside and on the deck, fighting for possession, and lost it. And now we'll have a jump ball, possession arrow going Argentina's way. Galizzi doing the hard work there for Argentina. Coach Duro looks on, guiding this team from Venezuela here. You see the rebound numbers, 16-12 in favor of Argentina. Cifuentes back into the game for Venezuela, and Betancourt with good minutes and getting the high fives from his team. Pressure shown now by Venezuela as Campasso back into the game for Argentina. The feed. Valiette got it to go. Doing 4, not expecting to score much in this game. More out there for energy and physicality, but he's going to provide some offensive punch. It's found money for Argentina. This is a deep 3 there by Graterol, and he knows that wasn't the look to have on that possession. Argentina really sagging off of him, allowing him to take that shot.
Those are the toughest shots to take, right? Because at that point, the defense is daring you, testing you. And you start thinking about it.
Lapro can't get it to go. And Fuenmayal with the rebound. Medellin puts it on the ground. Tough two. God, it's a drop.
He's done a good job of just making shots, right? Tough shots, solid shots, open shots, just a variety of shots, and a good job when he gets his solid base, feet under him, and you see how locked in he is on the defensive side as well.
He's 4 or 5 from the field, 9 points and counting for him this evening. Racino inside, Galizzi lost it for a second, then trying the tough turnaround, can't get it to go. Laprovitola amongst the trees with a fresh 14 for Argentina. Wants the Galizzi screen, snaking the dribble. Laprovitola behind the back, gets his man in the air, tried to draw the foul on Graterol, but couldn't. Still remaining on the ground, Capasso with the steal, and Argentina. Valiet can't, no bucket. Gonna be an offensive foul on Capasso as Medellin steps in and takes a charge.
Yeah, good job stepping in, getting that charge there, and you can see Laprovitola, you know, talking to the ref and asking where was the foul on that three-point shot. But truth be told, he initiated that contact, right? God jumped into the defender. So a good job by Venezuela staying stable, staying disciplined. But again, you know, every opportunity they get, they need to be able to capitalize on the offensive side. And if they're not going to do that, then it's wasted possessions.
Venezuela's going to need something from Cifuentes if they plan on scoring enough to keep close with the high-powered offense that Argentina has. He missed that jumper.
Yeah, they've still done a good job while Casolo's been on the bench, you know, just holding fort from the guard position there. So still give them credit for those efforts.
Galizzi with the tap back that time. The lead is now 9 for Argentina. Medellin for 3. Can't get it to go. And a rebound by Delfino. Campasso attacking the rim. Leaves it for Deck. Largest lead of the game for Argentina.
Deck knows what to do with it, right? Attack, sees the attack happening and trailing the play. We've seen it time and time again during this tournament, how well he cuts off the ball and just has a knack for trailing and getting into gaps and finding his way into seams off the ball.
Cifuentes for 3. Can't get it to go. Trying to put a stop to this Argentinian run. All alone, Galizzi pounds it home. And it leads to a timeout from Venezuela.
This was a transition play from Argentina that we spoke about, right? You got to get back, everybody's got to get back below the ball and match up. And then, you know, just not allow easy plays like this. Galizzi he was so open, he didn't know where the basket was. You know, turned around and was surprised.
2:46 remaining here in the first half. Argentina rolling right now. Let's listen in to the Venezuelan huddle.
Deben llevar 12 puntos de contraataque, porque no bajamos, papi. Si está un grande acá en el rebote y el otro está acá, el que toma acá es este, papi. Es básico. Perdón, Bolívar, acá para ti. Cuando viene la vuelta a las caños, te ventajó acá.
22 points in the paint for Argentina so far in this game. You see Gabby Deck and his work, a lot of that done in the blue area.
And you talk about the points in the paint, but how many times here you see Gabby Deck, 10 points, but how many times have the guards of Argentina just got paint touches, right? And it stems from there, just getting in there, those paint touches, forces your defense to collapse, and then your kickouts and your secondary penetrations. Got to stop the penetration early.
Medellin comes off the handoff. Cifonte driving. They feed Bolivar, who had a thought on the dunk, but lost possession there. La Provitola. Argentina pouring it on now. 8 points for Lapro. Bolivar wants it on the block. Galizzi doing that's Delio doing a good job of making a tough pass. Capasso, a magician.
Little drop between the legs, reverse, and catching it back, and just, it looks like he's just having fun now, showing you, a couple tricks in his bag.
Another steal now for Argentina. So out of the timeout, Argentina pouring it on. La Provitola for three. Indeed! What a pass by Facu.
First we've seen it between the legs, one leg. Now we've seen the cross-court pass there, scooped it, having fun.
Lead is 20. Another steal. That time, Delfino got a paw to it. Sounds like we're in Buenos Aires right now with the Argentinian supporters. Deck, using his size advantage, gets to the cup and lays it in.
And Deck knows it, right? His trot back, he's, has that look on his face like, listen, you're just too small. I'm a big man, I'm a grown man.
If you're wondering why Venezuela's not taking a timeout, they don't have any. They gotta just get to the halftime break. As Argentina pouring it on. Canio three, can't get it to go. Delia, Capasso. Behind his back, Gabriel Deck. Can't get it to go, tapped out. And Medellin with the rebound there. Here he is, good pump fake. Martinez tees up the three. Can't hit, Argentina could hold for the final look here in the first half. Capasso finds the rolling Deck. Shot off the mark, and that's how we'll end the second quarter here in the quarterfinals of the AmeriCup. Well, Venezuela showed a lot of heart to battle back early in the game. A large run to close the half gives Argentina a big lead, 44-22, as we head to the break. Efficient shooting from Argentina in that first half. Rebound and assist totals all favoring Argentina, as the juggernaut offensively continuing to flex their muscle here, as Deck and La Provitola both in double figures with 12 and 11 respectively. Medellin with 9 points leading the way for Venezuela. Best plays from the first half begin with the Delia slam, and we talked about the key to the game, Javon, being pace for Argentina. We saw them get out on the open floor, but it really started with their defense to allow them to run.
Getting out and just forcing turnovers. They got out and ran and got some easy baskets for themselves. And you realize when they start to lay it on thick in that second quarter here, it was a defense. It was a transition. Plays like that you see there, just getting Delia above the rim, getting their bigs, just rim running the floor. And it's funny because when you think of Argentina, you're thinking of an offensive juggernaut. But they're still out here doing it on the defensive side and creating, manufacturing offense from that defense.
Turned the ball over, did Venezuela 10 times, leading to 20 fast break points for Argentina. Largest lead of the game now at 22. It was a 15-0 run to close the first half. Venezuela found themselves down big against Team USA and came out and showed some signs of life in that third quarter. We've had a quiet night so far from Wendy Graterol, who is the leader of this team, the captain of this team, but it feels like he's going to need a ton of help if Venezuela could get back into this game. Only 1 of 7 from the floor for 2 points.
Well, I think the big thing there is that this Argentinian team has a number of guys that are just as physical as he is, right? From a number of positions. So even when he's in, switching situations and has an advantage, there's somebody that can muscle up with it. So they've got to now take control of the pace of this game and not get into the muscling and wrestling match with Argentina, get himself, pride himself and take care of the basketball and get out and run and get some open shots and start to hit shots, right? And once you get that confidence going, things will be smooth sailing.
Smooth sailing so far indeed for Argentina. They lead 44-22 at the half. We'll leave you with the rest of the halftime highlights and be back for second half action here at the FIBA AmeriCup in Brazil. The offensive rebound goes awry and toward the other way. Look at this aggressiveness, as you said, and he attacks the rim and puts it in.
Again, you see the attack here, right to left, and boom, knocks the defense off with that shoulder, not afraid of contact.
And Nesbitt will corral and start the first possession for the Virgin Islands. Aska, hard dribble, blocked by Condon.
There he is, right? Immediate impact.
All in play now. Cheatman above everybody.
You know what? That only matters when you got natural springs, because time off doesn't matter. You just get above the rim.
5 too early on. Leprevitola. Perez all over him. Leprevitola spinning in the lane. That's a tough shot.
Guys just know how to get a bucket. That's a professional scorer right there. There's nothing you can do about it.
Graterol working on the defense. Zimmerman, the behind the back look to Canio.
A little spice on that.
It's the first time we've seen that from him. Paso fending off the lease. Fires it inside to Deck. And he lays it in. Largest lead of the game for Argentina right now. Deck with 21 leads to a timeout. See what happens at that 10-second mark. It's Waters attacking. The floater, no. Oh! Romero on the cleanup. Oh! What a night for that man. Still a chance to tie for VI. Pushes to Condon. Reyes attacking. Oh! Rejected by Christmas. Colome spinning. Delgado! With the facial.
Colome here gets into the fifth here to spin. He's a little out of control, but still had enough. See here to drop it down, to spin. Knows what Delgado is, and Delgado just jumping above.
Nesbitt. Great job by Mojica, not losing to the screen. Oh, hello! Henson with the facial. Wow. Moments away from the start of the second half here at FIBA AmeriCup in Brazil. Argentina leads Venezuela 44-22 at the half. Here is Venezuelan huddle. Scan the QR code on your screen right now to download the Courtside 1891 app. Streams, schedules, scores, extended highlights, and so much more from FIBA AmeriCup and beyond. It'll be Argentina basketball to start the second half. Nicola Laprovitola with 11 points. Gabriel Deck with 12. Off we go here, second half action, 44-22. It was a tight first quarter and a half, and Argentina exploding to close the half on a 15-0 run. Casola back into the game, number 11 in blue, had 3 fouls in that first period and then had to sit. There you see the starting 5, or rather the 5 on the floor here in the third. Laprovitola, Deck, Delia, Capasso, and the veteran Delfino.
It'll be interesting to see how aggressive Casola comes out this second half here. You know, the fact that he's playing with the 3 fouls and had to sit for a bit. One, getting reacclimated into the game, but just trying not to pick up that 4th foul offensively or defensively.
Medellin kicks to Cifuentes for 3. He drills it. And finally, a made basket for Venezuela, who went through a dry spell to close the half. It's Capasso through the legs of Acanio, but it was stolen by Cifuentes. Creative dish that time as he was trying to find Deck on the roll. Sola for 3, too strong. Tapped up by Graterol. And Medellin will reset now. Cifuentes already hit a 3, now looking to put it on the Deck. Good cut there by Medellin, and he floats it home.
Great find by Acanio in the post there to cut off the ball. Great look.
11 points and counting for Medellin. Been the only consistent score for Venezuela here in this game. That 3 too long there by Laprovitola. And Casola using the Graterol screen. Acanio for 3. Can't get it to go. Last touch, they say. Oh no. Going the other way. Foul's going to be called. Was last touched by Delia, you see it there, but officials calling the foul on Graterol. That's his 3rd. So both him and Casola in foul trouble here in this 3rd. Medellin picks up the foul on Delfino. Didn't even argue it, just put his hands up in the air.
It's one of those tough ones, right? You're trying to be aggressive, deny the pass, or be there on the catch as well, and just gets that hand poked in there, hand stuck in there.
Delia puts it on the Deck. Laprovitola left alone for a second, but Graterol realized who it was, so tried to close out. That's a good contest also from Graterol, having to move his feet there already with 3 fouls. That would have been a bad time to pick up his 4th. Casola. Medellin. Hesitation dribble. Got away with steps. Lays it up. Can't get it to go. Another offensive rebound here for Venezuela. Casola tees up the 3 in the face of Delia, but couldn't get it to drop. Laprovitola now in the front court. Delfino shows the up fake. The patience by him. A foul on the roll, and if it's Casola, another foul on him gives him his 4th foul here. he'll have to go back to the bench. Just a tough game. You can see it right there, hooking the rolling deck. And that brings Luis Betancourt back into the game for Venezuela.
And Deck's so smart, right? And even having an impact without the ball in his hand, just sees the defense there and slips the screen. Casola had no choice at that point either to let him go and just instinct to have that arm poked out to provide some resistance. And picks up that
for three, drills it in the face of Betancourt.
Capasso showing you war room there.
20-point lead. He wanted the foul calls. He thought he got hit on the three-point attempt. Betancourt. And now crossover. Really wasn't going anywhere that time, and he had to give it up. Cifonte wants to get ahead of steam before he attacks. Canio for three, trying to respond. Can't get it to go. Behind the back, Capasso wanted to get it to Deck, but it eventually got there, just not as quick as he had planned. Horn set for Argentina, leads to Deck, putting it on the deck. And he was tripped by Graterol. He had to be careful again, playing with 3 fouls, and Capasso takes the foul in the open floor to stop the fast break. It'll be Martinez re-entering the game for Venezuela. He had the big poster dunk in the first half. So this lineup for Venezuela, all shooters, Cifonte, Martinez, Betancourt, and Veteran can all shoot. They're around Graterol, who's not afraid to take a three, but prefer to do his work down low. A foul there by Delfino. Oh no, they're gonna call a travel. A travel on Venezuela, and Veteran gets up and can't believe it.
You can see the shock on his face. He knew as soon as he went down, he was just convinced that was a foul.
11 turnovers in the game for Venezuela. They had to play a very clean game to have a chance here in this one, and so far hasn't happened. Paso steps back for another three, indeed.
That's what you had mentioned earlier that you want to see him continue to improve on, is just the ability to knock down that three consistently, right? Gets in the ball screen, defense are playing him so low that's always going to be open for him.
Shooting 40% from three-point range in the tournament.
And he's just getting more comfortable with it. Remember, he's played the year with the NBA line. You know, you come to the FIBA line, it's a little shorter. That becomes what you what you're accustomed to as a mid-range now.
Count the basket and the foul. Delia going to the line.
He's the silent assassin to me, right? And you look at his numbers at the end of every game. You know, he fills up a number of those categories: points, rebounds, assists, always high in, you know, the plus-minus category. But for reasons like those, right, he doesn't take away from anybody else's game. You know, Deck is the slasher. The two guards, Campazzo, Laprovitola, are going to control, you know, do most of the ball handling. And the wings are going to shoot the ball, but he's just there to facilitate, almost like a point center, and then do some of the dirty work, the intangibles.
He's got that Lauryn Hill game, killing him softly. 6 points, 3 rebounds. It's perfect from the field tonight. Olival on the roll, and there's Delia right on the mark, coming up with the turnover. That last foul was Graterol's 4th, so now him and Casola both on the bench with foul trouble. Delia with the pass. Spacing wasn't right, but it leads to a Capasso 3. That's too strong. And Beteran with the rebound. Cifonte, hesitation dribble, kicks to the corner. This is Betancourt. Bolivar. Pump fakes, then takes. Can't get it to go. And Capasso quickly back the other way. You wanted to see pace from Argentina at the beginning of this game. They've given it to you.
They have gotten up and down, and sometimes when you think pace, it's just transition baskets. But no, it's getting into that half-court sets and just knowing when to run, when to slow down. and went to run offense, half-court offense like you see here, single side, mid pick and roll, and again, Delia rolling, setting hard, rolling hard, and the beneficiary.
Still perfect from the field. 32 points in the paint for Argentina, causing problems for Venezuela. Bolivar couldn't get it off. Oh, they're going to call Balmaro on the foul, bailing out Bolivar, who really didn't have much. Venezuela leading to a timeout on the floor. You saw Lopez with his hand caught. He went right away. He'll have extra time to think about it as we go to the Venezuela huddle, down 54-29 here in the third.
No hay nada, vuelve y este bloquea. Y Kendall para el tiro. Si te pasan por atrás, hijo, toma el tiro. Toma el tiro. Sale uno, sale el otro, no hay nada, bloqueo a la bola. ¿Ok? Pelea el rebote. De arriba, caer, capaz que tener el pop. Si hay un tiro de Kendall, está el rebote. ¿Ok? Vamos, vamos.
Lucy Facu Capasso has found the touch here from deep. 2 3-pointers here in this third quarter. We've talked a lot about his passing, but he can fill it up if he needs to.
His passing ability is what opens up his scoring, right? Because everybody now is, paying attention to perimeter in passing lanes. And lanes now, driving lanes open up for him. And in pick and roll action, which he likes to get to, you can't necessarily step up as hard if you're an opposing defending big. So guards gotta fight over screens, and when they're late, he's downhill and getting to the rack, and he's small, compact, change of speed, and has a great finish package as well. So he opens up a lot with his passing ability. And again, to your point earlier, if he's able to add that dimension where he can shoot that 3-ball at a high clip, or just has the belief and knowing that he has the ability to, it's a world of a difference for him.
His 12 points, 6 assists as he takes a breather. Racina goes 1 of 2 from the line. And Urbina into the game. Youngster for Venezuela, or 4 in blue, youngest player on the team. Martinez uses a Lopez screen to free himself for 3. Can't get it to go. And a fast break opportunity, but it's Galizzi, who is not a guard by any means. Gives it up to Vildosa. Really get to see the second unit go to work here for Argentina. Persino for 3. Cash out. Four points and counting for him. That's his first 3-pointer of the game. Coming into the game, he's shooting 44% Three-point range. Don't want to give him any space. Valette trying to stop Urbina with the crossover. Urbina fading away. Couldn't kiss it home. That bounce pass goes awry by Balmaro. He's trying to squeeze it between two defenders. Sifonte now in the front court. Fuenmayal, good jab step and attack. The floater. Can't get it to go, and a strong rebound there by Valette. That'll be Balmaro. Good hedge there by Lopez that time. Valette to the rim! Punching it home! 6 points and counting for number 22. And one poster. It's Martinez now. 7 to shoot. Sifonte, deep three, indeed. Boy, that wasn't a great possession. Sifonte pays it off with a triple. Balmaro, tough layup inside. Looking back for the foul call. It's a 30-point game. Urbina drops it off for Lopez. Lopez, good footwork, couldn't get the finish. Mendoza with numbers. It's Balmaro who stepped out of bounds. Boy, both Galizzi and Valette were running the floor and wondering why they did not receive the pill. Balmaro was going for the home run rather than just taking the easy.
Going for the kill.
Yeah. 2.1, Urbina touched it, flings it, goes nowhere near the net. And that's how we'll end the third quarter. A tough night for Venezuela. It's all rolling now for Argentina. 10 minutes stand between them and the semifinals. They lead 62-32 after 3. Stats from the first 3 quarters of play. All Argentina in this one. But here are some of the best sights and sounds from the game so far. Courtside 1891, your app for streams, schedules, and scores. Scan the QR code right now on your screen to download it. Keep up to date with everything AmeriCup here in 2022. Recife, Brazil, the site of the FIBA AmeriCup. Right now, Argentina feeling at home with 1 quarter to go in this one. I'll start with the Rock. In a 30-point game, Valette inside had a poster in the last quarter. You see him go to work with the good footwork that time, Devon.
Off the exact same play there, and he's just so strong. You get him off of a cut and looking to attack the basket. They're just bodied up down low. Simple plays.
Sifonte, good crossover, the float. Can't get it to go, and it's a tough rebound there by Balmaro after getting beat by the cross. Now he tacks the rim, and he'll go to the line for 2.
So crazy, so smooth. And you talk about the game and how these players have gotten so much better over the years. You see this attack here, but in stride, off that right foot, right hand. 10 years ago, we didn't see moves like that. Guys were still going off, the left foot, right hand finishes, the traditional way, more conventional. But you think about how much work that these guys, have put in and crafting and just getting better over the years. And fortunately for, Argentina, they had a guy like Manu Ginobili that they could watch and just see how, the inventor of the Euro step and just how he applied it in different unorthodox footworks and finishes and so forth.
Manu Ginobili going into the Naismith Hall of Fame this upcoming weekend. See the 5 on the floor for Venezuela's Cazorla back into the game with 4 fouls. Foul away from the basketball there. Cifuente, Mataran, Martinez, and Acanio. Was Coach Duro looks on. Had a conversation with Brazilian legend Leandro Barbosa talking about Manu Ginobili, and he has had nothing but glowing words, saying he's the king of the Euro step. We see that so much now in the game of basketball. Feels like it was made popular by Ginobili, as you see the 5 on the floor for Argentina. Brusino travels. When was the first time you started to use the Euro step and add that to your game?
That was about, maybe 6 years ago. And funny enough, it was Coach Nathaniel Mitchell for the Canadian team that we're seeing here, who was my trainer at the time, and just started to implement different things, unique ways of attacking the basket and finding ways to score the ball with less impact on your body. So adding a floater and adding, the Euro step to that as well. And believe me, it helped, right? That very season, my season average went up, 4 points, I believe it was. And it was effortless, right? And just adding, and that's why these guys, you say the evolution of the game, they just continue to get better, add more, and learning, watching film, and just taking from one another.
7 to shoot for Mendoza. Dancing with the rock, he'll tee up a 3. Got the kind roll.
Dancing with the rock and the ball dancing with the rim there. Rolling above and finally dropping.
67-37. Argentina looking to make their way to the semifinals. Fall away shot there by Mataran. He gets it to drop.
Every time he takes a shot, you believe it's going in, right? Just so pretty. Limited movement, no wasted energy.
Well, it has tonight. He's shooting the ball well, 6 of 9 from the field for 13 points. Just hasn't been enough to battle with Argentina. Gets called for the foul there, as he was trying to stay in front of Balmado. It's the 13th foul, his 4th. So Cazorla, Mataran, and Carvajal all with 4 fouls in this one. Mendoza, Galizzi. Mendoza finds Valette for 3. Trying to show you the whole repertoire. It's even inside, outside. Couldn't cash out on that 3-point attempt. Cifuente standing there saying, hey, give me the rock. Cazorla decides to drive instead. Good pass.
Maybe you have somebody on the wing asking for the ball like that, and you decide to take it. Cazorla there came up with a big play. You kind of silence them, right? Let them know, like, I'm going to make a better decision, and that he did.
3-point attempt there by Mendoza goes off the mark, and ball goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Argentina. Saw it there on the replay. And here's the rejoin. See the field goal percentage. Argentina once again shooting above 50% from the field. They've been the only team through the group stage that have been able to shoot 50% from the field coming in to today's action. An offensive foul called and will go the other way. Canio picks it up, his second. There you see it right there, 2 elbows to the chest of Brusino. Well, the winner of this game will move on to play Team USA in the semifinal. And the Americans are sitting right behind us, scouting this game. They haven't left the gym yet after their victory that came down to the wire, defeating Puerto Rico on a Norris Cole game winner. Amato slows things down, calls out a horn set. And it's Galizzi with the screen. Amato behind his back. Vildosa will try for 3, can't get it to go, and another rebound here for Arcanio. He's gathering boards, now up to 5. Asola, tough night for him. Sees Valette and wants to dance. Valette doesn't look the most fleet-footed. Asola tried to go right by him, went out of bounds, and we'll go the other way.
So are you trying to say this many weapons? You can just see here, look at Brusino bringing up the ball and initiating your offense. You know, look at the size that they have on the floor right now and screening in the zone and getting a shot, right? Like a number of these guys, that was, Brusino's played your 3, your 4, and now playing your point. So if a team like that is clicking on all cylinders, like you mentioned, you know, you're in a tough spot between the rock and the hard place.
Right to that, and right to the bucket at the chest of Galizzi, and is able to finish. Brusino. Amato, 2-3 zone for Venezuela. Vildosa, as the shot clock winds down, can't get it to go. He's had some open looks for 3, hasn't been able to cash out. He's 1 of 7 now from the field. Martinez attacking, can't get it to go. Wacanio on the offensive rebound. Put back, and he'll go to the line for 1 more.
And one thing you're going to get from Wacanio is he's going to play, right? He's going to fight. It doesn't matter the score. And a lot of times he finds himself poking around down low, coming up with offensive rebounds. You can see it here. Martinez drives and Wacanio over the top of the defense. 3 white shirts there, and he still comes up with it and a basket.
Second chance points favoring Venezuela, 9-5 in the game. Kanye with 9 points, 7 rebounds. He's looking for point number 10 to get in double figures. Can't make it, and Valette clears. 3-2 zone now for Venezuela. Valette tried to get it down low for the newly instated Chaparro. Have not seen him much this tournament, but the scoreline the way it is, Coach Bergioni looking to empty the bench. Mendoza from the corner, in and out. And Betancur will look to run the other way. Chaparro off the bench now, having to guard a guard. Lost sight of Metaran, and Metaran lost handle of the basketball. It's been that kind of night for Venezuela. Fuenmayal coming into the game, replacing Jose Metaran, who leads with 15 points. Can hold his head up high for the effort that he brought to the table today. And all AmeriCup long, to be quite honest with you. That's 3 on the way there by FIBA. Couldn't get it to go. And a near strip by Mendoza. Canio kisses it off the glass. Good cut. Chaparro. Balmado with another turnover. Betancur in the open floor made it look easy on the lay. .225 remaining in the game, and Argentina will now have their sights set on a date with Team USA. Valette crushing it.
Just seeing that the zone just fell apart there. Valette not settling for the 3, attacking that baseline and getting himself a little ear Valette.
It's got 10 points and counting. Good showing for him off the pine. The one area that Argentina may be able to have an advantage of over Team USA is with guys like Valette and Delia. Size inside.
Yes, definitely an advantage point for them. And, you know, the thing with that is they have guys that have the length, they have guys that have versatility, and then they have guys that are fighters, right? And a guy like Delia. So you have different looks that you could mix it up and throw out there against US. And that's going to be, you know, something that is definitely going to be in their back pocket.
Betancur. The layup opportunity does not fall, but he'll go to the line for free throws here. With a minute 28 to play, Fiorellu picks it up. His first, as he has played sparingly here at the AmeriCup. With the youngsters of this veteran squad, just 24 years of age now. Betancur knocks down the first free throw. He's one of the youngsters for Venezuela at 20 years of age coming into this tournament, playing just under 12 minutes per spelling Casola, but he had to play a lot more minutes tonight with Casola in foul trouble. Another dunk for Valette, and it leads to a Duro emotional outburst against his team. The bench points 31 to 14. Valette with 12 of those. Another turnover. Argentina running. Valette gave it away to Fuenmayal, and he could not keep it in bounds. Under a minute to play here as Argentina looking for an opportunity to move on to the semifinals. Dudosa attacking the net. And Betancourt with the foul there. That's the 15th foul, which will put Venezuela in the penalty. It's only the first for Luis. Well, we have our first semifinal matchup pretty much set. Just under 52 seconds away from making it official. But Argentina and Team USA will battle it out on Saturday. And when you think about that matchup for the Americans, what are you looking for from them?
Well, I think they've got to use their athletic ability. They're going to have to use their depth at the guard position and really hone in on the two guards on this Argentinian team. And pick and roll defense is going to have to be an emphasis and not let these guys, you know, get where they want, do what they want, and dictate again the tempo or pace of the game. So you're going to have to use, you know, you're going to have to need a big game from Pargo, Cole, Mason. Those guys, they have to come out here, use their ability, but the physicality. And, you know, between them, there's 15, 20 fouls to use on these two guards to wear them down and just be smart, right? You don't question the talent, but they're going to have to be locked in because that's where, you know, this Argentinian team, that's what gives them the advantage. That's why their offense is so seamless and so smooth.
It's going to be the first time here in the AmeriCup that Argentina does not hit 90 points in a game. Their offense has been rolling as there's a shot clock violation that keeps us 25.4 seconds away from the final horn. And heading into that matchup, Argentina, what's the one thing they need to do to make sure they punch their ticket to the final on Sunday?
They have to stick to exactly what they've been doing. That's moving the basketball, you know, pushing it up and down the floor, getting easy plays for one another. But you would hope that, you know, they're going to understand there's going to have to be a defensive concept. There's going to have to be, you know, a lock-in. There's going to not allow, you know, USA to get going and get their confidence into the game. So I think that's going to be the biggest thing for Argentina. Continue to do what they're doing, but now it's for something, right? You're talking about medal now.
76-53, your final score. Argentina with a big win over Venezuela. Well, 3 of the 4 quarterfinal games now in the books. We have our first semifinal matchup locked in as Team USA will play Argentina on Saturday. And what a great performance we've seen from Argentina here so far at the AmeriCup. They haven't really ran into any speed bumps throughout. You see the statistics there. Shooting the ball extremely well from the field. Maybe free throws if you want to nitpick. Only 59% from the foul line, but it didn't matter as they're able to win big over Venezuela. On the other side, Venezuela getting spoken to at center court. You see Graterol, Wendy Graterol, the captain, the 35-year-old, the leader, heart and soul of this team, talking to the entire team, and they are hanging off of every word as he's going through right now at center court. We have the highlights for you for this game. Venezuela, who will exit this tournament now. What do you think about what Venezuela brought to the table here in Brazil? What was the one thing that impressed you?
Their fight. I think for everybody, you came out and may not have had much expectation of them. And I think once they came out and surprised, you know, played the way they did and shot the way they did, it surprised a lot of people, right? And the fact that they stuck together through this tournament was impressive to me.
They beat Panama in the opener, beating Team USA, or rather beating Mexico, who beat Team USA, and then lost to Team USA big in their final game, but definitely a great showing for Venezuela. They would be disappointed that they didn't get at least a chance at a medal here in Brazil, but ran into tough competition in Argentina. The favorites still alive here in this tournament. They will play Team USA on Saturday. We have one more game coming up. It will be the Dominican Republic taking on the host nation, Brazil. The winner of that one will play Team Canada in the second semifinal game. Of course, the finals will be played on Sunday evening local time. One more game to play here in Recife in the quarterfinals at the AmeriCup. Argentina with a huge victory over Venezuela, 76-53. Your final score.